What's the best memory of 50 Cent?
Best memory of 50 Cent? Ever since I met 50 Cent, he's always been stand up and probably the most truthful person I've ever met.
The BMF empire is straight up falling apart. The streets are talking and the noise is loud. Big Meech just snapped on 50 Cent and the message, it's already shaking up the whole industry. Word is Meech is furious about how the BMF series has been handled. But here's where it gets wild. He found out that a big pile of money tied directly to his name and his real-life story has mysteriously vanished. No receipts, no explanation, just gone. Now, locked up and watching from the sidelines, Meech is pointing fingers directly at 50 Cent, saying he turned his life into a TV gold mine while leaving the real ones. Who lived it, broken, forgotten. In a fiery message that reportedly got out through people close to him, Meech didn't hold back at all. He said, he used my name, my story, and gave crumbs back to the people who lived it. That hit hard. But it ain't just Big Meech talking now. Lil Meech just stepped in and he's not staying silent either. In a cryptic but bold Instagram story, he put 50 on full blast. His exact words, "This ain't loyalty, it's theft in a suit." Damn, that right there flipped everything from a business collab to an all-out war. Things just got messy, fast. And word is Lil Meech is done playing nice. No more smiling for the cameras, no more fake peace. It's getting real out here. If you want more raw truth and drama like this, make sure to subscribe to the Juicy Real channel, cause we don't miss a beat. Insiders say Big Meech is about to cut all ties with the BMF series, and he's not just walking away. He's planning to snatch back control of the very name that built the empire. With money mysteriously missing, loyalty shattered, and father and son finally standing united, this ain't just TV drama, it's real-life war. This ain't business beef no more, it's all-out war zone. Big Meech is stepping out swinging, and 50 Cent is directly in the crosshairs. Meech is calling him out hard, accusing him of twisting the real story, flipping the brand for clout, and breaking up the Flannery family from the inside. Sources claim 50 didn't just stack cash off the BMF name, he allegedly manipulated Lil Meech behind the scenes, pulling him away from his father and sparking straight-up chaos between them. But the real explosion, it came when Big Meech reconnected with Rick Ross after his release. That move shook the whole table, cause let's not forget Ross and 50 been locked in a nasty feud for years. At first, Lil Meech looked like he was riding with 50. He even posted support. But now, he's moving different. The silence is gone and the switch up is loud. Both Meeches are standing with Rick Ross now, and it's sending shockwaves through the game. 50 didn't just sit back either. He clapped back fast, throwing shade at Big Meech's parenting, claiming he influenced Lil Meech to blow money like crazy and party non-stop. Things got real personal real quick, but Big Meech ain't holding back no more. He's drawn the line and made it crystal clear 50 Cent ain't gonna keep playing with his legacy. This is deep, and it's just getting started. Big Meech ain't letting 50 slide, not even close. Word on the street is both Big Meech and Lil Meech are plotting a major comeback move. And guess who's in the mix? Rick Ross and Floyd Mayweather, that's right. They're reportedly teaming up to launch a brand new BMF series that's about to go head-to-head with 50's version. They're not just making a show, they're trying to rewrite the whole story. This beef has officially turned into a high-stakes chess match, with the entire BMF brand caught right in the crossfire. What started as quiet tension behind the scenes has now blown up into a public battle for control, respect, and legacy. But here's where it gets even messier. This new squad with Ross and Mayweather, it's got fans talking heavy. Some are hyped, thinking Meech is finally reclaiming the throne, but others, they're side-eyeing this alliance hard. People are asking, is Meech just trading one shady setup for another? Some skeptics believe Ross and Mayweather might be using all this chaos to boost their own image, not protect the real BMF legacy. And while that's brewing, 50 just keeps firing shots. He came right for Big Meech's parenting again, claiming he encouraged Lil Meech's wild behavior, throwing in heavy rumors about reckless spending and substance use. That one cut deep and pushed the tension straight into overdrive. But just when it looked like things were about to explode even more, boom, 50 dropped a hint that the entire BMF show might be getting scrapped. That shook everything. Now here's the twist. Lil Meech allegedly made a private move behind the scenes. Sources say he reached out to 50, trying to calm things down. He told him that the viral pic of Big Meech and Rick Ross wasn't what it seemed, just business, nothing personal. At least that's what the insiders are saying. Stay locked in and subscribe to Juicy Real. This saga is far from over, and it's getting crazier by the minute. Lil Meech tried to clear the air. He said Rick Ross only stepped in to help out financially, making sure Big Meech could cover bills while waiting for the next season to start filming. But truth be told, it might already be too late. The damage is done, the trust is shattered, and the war lines, they're bold and unmissable. This fallout just keeps spiraling, and behind the scenes, the cracks are showing. Both camps are moving slick and strategic, each trying to grab the steering wheel on the BMF legacy. But once this drama hit social media, everything took a wild turn. Lil Meech made an effort to cool things down, reportedly sending out messages saying folks online were twisting the truth, telling people, "You know me in real life," trying to keep it real. But 50 Cent wasn't having none of it. He didn't flinch, he didn't pause, he turned all the way up. Instead of backing down, 50 clowned Lil Meech in public, hard. He made it loud and clear that he's done being nice. When asked about the next season of the BMF show, 50 mocked him on social media with a cold shot. "What next season? Lil Ninja, whoa." And that was just the beginning. 50 kept swinging, throwing more jabs at Lil Meech's future in acting, straight up joking that his next big role might be on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. He even said he might hit up Mona Scott to make it happen. This beef is blazing, and nobody's pulling punches now. That one comment had the internet on fire, but 50 wasn't done, not even close. He quickly shifted focus right back to Big Meech and Rick Ross, throwing heavy shade at their influence and even dragging up old footage of Lil Meech with Ross's daughter, Toy Roberts. That clip, it became 50's new ammo. He used it to blast what he sees as messy alliances and even messier parenting. This ain't just some back and forth beef anymore. This is a full-blown gloves-off brawl. Reputations are getting ripped apart and relationships are being dragged through the dirt. And 50, he's keeping the pressure all the way on. He flipped the whole situation into a new attack, this time spotlighting Rick Ross and his so-called loyalty. He called Ross out for being missing in action while Big Meech sat behind bars. 50 threw out a savage question. If Ross really cared, why didn't he help Lil Meech with acting lessons or real support when he was first getting started? Oof. 50 labeled Ross's silence as straight up negligence, and he wasn't done throwing shade. He blasted Ross again, saying, "You can't just pop up out of nowhere acting like a kingpin when you were silent during the grind years." The shots were personal, direct, and relentless. Then 50 made sure the world didn't forget who really held it down. According to him, it was his power, his money, and his vision that gave the Flannery name, structure, and real business moves, while everybody else was ghost. He didn't just preach loyalty, he backed it up with action and cash. And just when it looked like he'd ease up, 50 turned the heat up again, this time going straight at Lil Meech. This firestorm ain't letting up anytime soon. Subscribe to Juicy Real now before the next bombshell drops. 50 Cent came out swinging, accusing Lil Meech of blowing through all the money he made from the BMF series. He dropped a cold statement saying, "I helped your family make over $5 million in legit money. It ain't my fault, it's all gone now." And just like that, boom, another firestorm hit the internet. Fans split real quick. Some said 50 was just keeping it 100, calling out bad decisions, but others dragged him, saying he ditched Lil Meech over one photo with Rick Ross. Either way, the internet exploded and the drama just keeps leveling up. That now infamous viral photo of Big Meech standing with Rick Ross, it split fans right down the middle. Some folks were calling 50 petty for the way he reacted, while others said, "Nah, he's got a right to feel betrayed." I mean, 50 spent years mentoring Lil Meech, throwing him financial lifelines and putting the Flannery name on the map like never before. So when Ross slid into the picture, yeah, it hit different. That wasn't just a flick. That was a statement. Then the industry voices started chiming in and things got even louder. Boosie was one of the first to speak out, and he came with no filter. He called out Lil Meech for being too polite in his message to 50, especially after 50 publicly disrespected his father. Boosie said what a lot of folks were thinking, Lil Meech should have clapped back harder. But you already know, 50 wasn't letting that fly. He clapped back quick, posting a clip from Boosie's interview with a savage caption. "I did more for Meech than anyone in his life. That's why he responded like that. If he ever gets locked up, I'll be the first person he calls." Sheesh. This is way past TV shows now. It's deeply personal. What started as a messy business fallout has officially turned into a full-blown loyalty war. And now, reputations are on the chopping block. 50 Cent just took things to a whole new level, dropping behind-the-scenes bombs that nobody saw coming. He claimed he held Lil Meech down through some dark times. We're talking bailouts multiple times, and it didn't stop there. 50 even said he covered a stay in rehab after finding out Lil Meech had a serious issue with whippets, aka laughing gas. That detail, it shocked everybody. Nobody expected it, and the internet lit all the way up. Every new reveal keeps pushing 50 and the Flannery family further apart, and the damage, it might be way beyond repair. The trust is gone, the loyalty's broken, and now the personal dirt is getting aired publicly for millions to watch. Then 50 let loose in a detailed Instagram post, spilling everything about how his once solid bond with Big Meech and Lil Meech came crashing down. And according to him, this whole situation ain't even about money, it's about jealousy. Yep, you heard that right. 50 claimed Big Meech started feeling some type of way while he was locked up, watching from a distance as 50 and Lil Meech got closer. That father-son vibe was building, and apparently it didn't sit right with Big Meech. The spotlight had shifted, and 50 says that caused serious tension. In his own words, 50 says he was trying to guide Lil Meech the right way. He warned him about reckless spending, wild habits, and getting caught up in the wrong scene. But instead of listening, the whole relationship blew up. This ain't just headlines anymore. This is real pain, real history, and real fallout. Stay tapped in and subscribe to Juicy Real, cause what's coming next could shake up everything. Instead of having his back, 50 claims Big Meech undermined him at every turn, and not just with words. He allegedly encouraged the exact same wild habits 50 was trying to stop. Then came the bombshell straight from the BMF set. Actor Russell Hornsby reportedly saw the signs firsthand. Lil Meech threw up during a weapons test scene, and the rumors started flying. Not long after, a crew member allegedly found whippet canisters stashed in Lil Meech's car. That discovery set off major red flags all over the place. But instead of laying low or fixing things, the Flannery duo did the exact opposite. Instead of patching things up with 50, they went publicly full throttle, linking up with his known enemies. The biggest shocker, Lil Meech and Big Meech were spotted chilling right next to Rick Ross, after Lil Meech privately told 50 he wasn't even loyal to Ross like that. And just when fans thought it couldn't get messier, bam! The father-son duo popped up in Miami, standing side by side with Floyd Mayweather, another one of 50 Cent's longtime rivals. This wasn't just bad timing, this was a full-on betrayal caught in 4K. It wasn't just a random photo, it was a chess move, a power play. The message couldn't be clearer. Personal alliances now trump old loyalties. They weren't trying to hide it either. They were standing tall, smiling big, and making it known to the world. What started as a quiet fallout has erupted into a very public showdown. And now, new pics are lighting up the internet. Lil Meech posing up strong with Rick Ross and Floyd Mayweather under a caption that said it all, with real power. This story ain't cooling off. Subscribe to Juicy Real right now, cause the next move could flip the whole game upside down. That post? Yeah. That was a not-so-subtle jab straight at 50 Cent's entire power empire, and trust, it did not go unnoticed. The internet exploded within minutes, with fans and industry insiders buzzing over the shade. Most saw it as a clear signal. Lil Meech has officially switched sides, and the Flannery family, they might just be cooking up a whole new plan to take back their legacy. But then came the real jaw-dropper. Just days later, Lil Meech dropped another cryptic post, and this one had people's heads spinning. It showed himself, Big Meech, and Floyd Mayweather all together. No caption, no words, just a shushing face emoji. And that one emoji said everything. That wasn't silence. It was calm before the storm. The internet went crazy. Speculation skyrocketed. People were convinced this trio was plotting something big. Rumors started swirling that Lil Meech, Big Meech, and Floyd might be teaming up for a top-secret business move, something built to go head-to-head with 50 Cent's BMF show. Nothing's been confirmed yet, but the whispers are loud, real loud. Insiders all over the industry are saying the Fleneries are working on a brand new series or film, something that finally tells the real BMF story, told their way, not 50's. If that's true, the whole chessboard just flipped. This ain't just a power struggle anymore, it's a full takeover plan. One wrong move and the entire game could shift overnight. The buzz around a rival BMF project just got way louder. Rick Ross recently dropped a bomb. He's looking to produce his own BMF movie, and trust, he didn't hold anything back. Ross teased that his version would be more authentic, and that one line sparked a firestorm. Now the whole internet is debating who really owns the true BMF legacy. But here's where it gets messy. There's a major roadblock standing in the way. If Ross, Floyd Mayweather, and the Flenery fam are serious about launching their own series or film, they've got to face off with one massive name, 50 Cent. Why? Because 50 still holds the exclusive television and film rights to the BMF story. And his team, they've made that crystal clear in public statements. So unless those rights get legally reassigned or challenged in court, any rival BMF project is walking straight into legal quicksand. That throws a huge wrench in Ross and Mayweather's rumored plans. Even if Big Meech is riding with them, it doesn't matter. Without 50's official sign-off, that project could be dead in the water before it even hits the script stage. Insiders close to the situation say there's zero chance 50's letting go of those rights anytime soon. Despite all the personal drama with Big Meech and Lil Meech, G-Unit Film and Television is still locked in and fully committed to continuing the BMF franchise. And it's not just talk. TMZ confirmed it. No changes to the contract, no intentions to pass the torch, no deals being made. 50's got it locked down. So if anyone's trying to challenge him, they better come with lawyers and receipts. So for now, 50 Cent's grip on the BMF empire stays rock solid, and anyone bold enough to challenge that better come correct or get ready to catch some serious courtroom heat. Next up for G-Unit Film and TV, a brand new biopic focused on Tammy Cowens, one of the real masterminds behind BMF's financial game. 50's team is done just telling street tales. They're expanding the whole universe, digging into the brains behind the empire and showing just how massive BMF really was. But while 50's building forward, Lil Meech's image is taking major hits. Public opinion is doing a full 180, and fast. More and more people are siding with 50, saying Lil Meech blew a golden opportunity and turned it into a train wreck. Insiders say Lil Meech burned through his entire check from the BMF series, around $5 million, without blinking. Instead of stacking it up, he went full rock star mode. We're talking luxury whips, iced out chains, designer fits, $2 million watches like it was nothing, no saving, no investing, just pure flex. And he didn't even try to keep it low key. His socials were packed with flex photos, rocking custom chrome hearts, spinning foreigns, and throwing cash around like Monopoly money. To fans and industry insiders alike, it was painfully obvious the money was disappearing fast. But here's the wildest part. Word is, even after all that flashy spending, Lil Meech was still asking for help behind the scenes. Industry vet Tony Yayo dropped the bomb, claiming Lil Meech was moving wild, acting entitled, and expecting more handouts after blowing the bag. This story is far from over, and it's only getting uglier. Don't miss what's coming next. Subscribe to Juicy Real right now for the raw truth, behind-the-scenes drama, and every wild twist in this BMF storm.